Hi guys, it's Rachel, and today I am going to be doing a video that is corresponding with my dorm tour, and that is your frequently asked questions about the dorms, about college, about university. I might turn this into a series, but let me know if that's something you guys like to see below. I am going to link my dorm tour somewhere along this screen as well in the description box. So before I get to it, I just want to say that I can't really say where I go to university just for kind of safety issues, but I am in Canada, and I love my school, and it's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. So, okay, a lot of you asked a lot about this roommate situation and stuff like that. So if you see my dorm tour, you guys probably should watch that before you watch this video so it makes a little bit more sense. But I do not have a roommate, and that was not something I actually chose or something that I made a preference. But it just happened for whatever reason. We got to pick our first, second, and third choice, and my first choice was having a roommate in a co-ed dorm. So that means I would have some other girl who would live with me, and we would be in a dorm full of, guys and girls. And then my second choice was having a single room in a co-ed dorm, and then it just went on from there. And then you basically have this random selection. It's a lottery process, and then you're kind of stuck with whatever they pick for you. It's really, really random. I don't know a lot of people who actually got what they wanted, so we all kind of ended up in this kind of weird social situation, and I ended up in a single room in an all-girls dorm, which was, when I first heard that I was in an all-girls dorm, I was kind of shocked, first of all, and it was something that I didn't really want, because girls can get catty, girls can get mean, and I just didn't want to be in that type of environment. But I ended up meeting probably some of my best friends there, and friends that I'm going to have for my entire life, and I'm really happy that they actually chose me to go there. So I actually had a single room, and I believe that my room was wheelchair accessible or something like that. That's what I heard before, and because it was so large. And now they have the wheelchair accessible rooms in a different building, but I believe before that's where my room was. So I ended up with this really large room with an extra little closet and 2 walk-in closets, which was amazing. You guys can see that all in my dorm tour, which is really cool. And I was worried about making friends at first, just because when you're in a single room, it's really scary. You're moving hours and hours away from home, and it's kind of lonely. So one of you guys asked if I ever got lonely, and I guess in the beginning I did, but I wasn't the only one. A lot of me and my friends, we actually talked about this before, how we were up the first night forever, because we just felt so scared and alone. It was the first time we were all on our own, and yeah, so it does get a little bit lonely in the beginning, but once you make close friends, especially with people on your floor, it becomes so much fun. And a lot of you asked me about how I prepared to buy my stuff and stuff like that. So my birthday actually happens to be around the end of August, so around when school starts, so that's how I was able to afford all the things I put in my room. So I guess I spent, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, the fridge was probably about $100. I had a little fridge, and then I had, I took all my bedding from home, and then all my little knickknacks, as well as my cleaning supplies, probably ended up to be probably more than a couple $100s, but I was pretty savvy in the way I spent. I also went to the States to make a trip to Target, because we don't have Target here in Canada, so I was trying to make the most of my money there, and it's pricey to move in and to get all these things for your dorm, but a lot of people did it in a much, I guess, more price conscious way than I did, because they brought a lot of things from home. But there's a lot of things that I didn't have for myself. I needed dish detergent and gloves and tools and all these things that you might need come in an emergency that you might not necessarily have. One good thing though is that my dorm had a vacuum, so I didn't have to buy anything like that, and you gotta take this community vacuum if you ever want to vacuum a room, but it was kind of industrial and kind of heavy, so I didn't like to use it a lot, and my friend actually had a vacuum, so that's what I used. But yeah, a lot of you guys asked about that. A lot of you guys also asked about where is my bathroom and my shower and stuff like that, and I don't live in a suite style residence. I live in a community shower, and that wasn't too weird. It's like showering at the gym. and stuff like that. I had like my own little shower caddy, and then I brought that with me whenever I wanted to shower. You end up getting used to it. At first I didn't like it at all, and it was weird, but like after a while you end up like just getting used to it. You have to shower, so that's kind of what I did. As well as there's community bathrooms, so like our residence, like my floor was divided into kind of like bathrooms, showers. Well, there's like a sink in the bathroom, but there was like bathrooms, showers, and then there was just like a line full of sinks. So in case like you don't need to go to like use the bathroom and you need like the sink, you can always go there. It was really convenient. We also had a little kitchen on our floor, so that's how you're able to cook. But because we were so close to the calf, it didn't really matter anyway. So that is I guess how I got maneuvered around and kind of did, I guess, things to survive. I don't know. But a lot of you also asked, do I prefer living in a single room versus a roommate? And I never actually had a roommate, so I can't really compare the experience, but I know a lot of people who actually had a lot of conflicts with their roommate. I think it's really difficult to learn how to live with somebody, but then again, I've heard about people who like had the most amazing experience with their roommate. So it kind of is just like the type of person you are, how you get along with people. Like I don't think I would have had that much trouble with a roommate, but I'm really happy I got a single room because it was just fun to have my own space, and it was really large, and yeah, you like kind of gain a sense of independence from it, so that was really nice. And also a lot of people ask me about kind of like making friends and stuff like that. So the way I made friends was, I guess, through orientation week, through spending time with people like on my floor and stuff like that, and getting to know people, and I actually like ended up finding like my really close friends that way. I also knew a few people like going into the university, so then I got to reconnect with old friends, which was really, really fun. And yeah, you just end up getting to know people in your faculty. Like I just met people at like my tutorials in my classes sometimes, and that was also really, really, I guess, helpful. One helpful tip that someone told me is that you should introduce yourself in the first week of school to every single person you sit beside. So whether you're going from lecture to lecture to lecture, try to like just say hi to the person next to you. It's not going to hurt anyone. There are thousands of people who go to the school, so even if it's a little bit awkward, at least you tried, right? So, and you might make some good friends out of that. And I did that, and I met some really cool people in my classes, and yeah, it was actually a really, really helpful tip. So that's also really great. A lot of people also asked kind of random things like, where is my TV? And I actually didn't have a TV. I couldn't really hook up cable in my res room, so that's why I didn't do it. But yeah, like if you do, I say go for it. I just didn't want to actually like kind of pay for a TV, but next year when we have our own house, that is going to be something that we probably will kind of invest in, I would say, so we can watch all our favorite shows. You only live in the dorms for 1 year at the school I go to, so only for first year, and then for second, third, and fourth, you I guess you move into a house with like a couple other people, and then you're all housemates. And yeah, I'm really excited for that. That's going to be a whole different experience that I'm really excited for. And also people asked a lot about like basically should they be choosing a single room or should they not, and I actually really liked it. I'm happy that I got it, and because honestly you just like have your own space. That's something I prefer. I know a lot of people who actually prefer to have a single room over a double room, and there's people who are in double rooms who actually wish they had a single room. So it just goes either way. I feel like you're not really losing much of the experience if you do get a single room, and if you kind of like your own space, like doing your own thing, it's really not a problem. I came out from like living with, like, I had a shared room with my sister, so like I didn't really mind having a roommate so much, but when I got a single room it was kind of nice. I got to have my own space, so that was really fun. And people came in and out of my room all the time. Like my friends always came in, we hung out, like we painted our nails, we did girly things and like stuff like that, we watched movies. So it's kind of like it's kind of whatever. It's kind of whatever you prefer. And a lot of people also asked me, how did I get all my stuff from my dorm to my home? And I'm actually going to insert a picture right here. And that is of my car, and it was so crazy. We had everything stuffed so much, and it was actually really insane. So I suggest you try to pack light and try to buy things when you're already in kind of city or town that you're moving to, so you don't kind of get into that situation like me, because now I also have things in storage because there's no way I could bring all that stuff back with me. So stuff like my beanbag chair and just kind of larger items I actually had to put in storage because I'm going to be putting those into my house next year, which I will definitely do a tour of once I move in September, so I'm really excited for that. I think that's all the questions. Oh, how do I get money to buy food? That was another question. Well, you don't really need money. You're on a meal plan that is paid and included with your fees, so that's how you pay. You swipe it, you go, you eat. The food's not very good. I didn't like it at all, but you end up getting used to it, so that's not bad. And yeah, I think that's all for my college dorm tour FAQs. If you guys want to know anything else, leave it in the section below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys!